Hey guys, it's your girl OG Teddy B back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. It was about the time where I worked in a spa. Yep. I worked in a spa. And I don't mean the massaging spas. I mean the other type of spas. The spas that half of these designer wearing girls are working in right now. That may have come across like shade. It is not shade, it is just the truth. First of all, if this is your first time here, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, join the party. This is all good vibes over here. Join the party. Click that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. It's OG Teddy B. Follow me on Snapchat. You really get to see the real me. Well, I mean, I show you the real me on my YouTube anyways. Like, I really don't care. This is me. So, and I'm saying, if you want some good vibes, some laughs, some makeup tutorials, some story time, some clothing haul, then click that subscribe button. Okay, so this story happened when I was like 18 or 19 years old. So at the time I wasn't working and I was dating this guy, and you know, he was really supportive, and he was like, okay, you know what, babes, you're not working, you're applying at all these places and you're not getting a job, you're not getting a call back. Why don't you try going on Kijiji? So normally, like, whenever I job search, that was before I knew about Indeed. So back then I was using, like, I think Monster, and I'm not sure what else, but I know I frequent Monster. So I wasn't getting any callbacks, right? So I was just getting to a point where I was just so overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, I'm tired of the place I was working at was just fucking ridiculous. I just got up and left one day. I was like, I can't do this surveying shit anymore. Like, this surveying shit is driving me crazy or whatever. So I was basically kind of like, okay, like, I need a new job. No one was calling me back. And he's like, you know, try Kijiji. Have you ever tried Kijiji? And I said, you know, no, I've never gone to look for a job on Kijiji. Like, I'm really finicky about it. I don't know anyone that has ever done it, but at that time I was just so desperate. I was just like, okay, fuck, whatever. Let's go on Kijiji and see what's up. So at the time I was really thinking about different programs that I possibly was going to get into for school, and one of them was actually massage therapy. I didn't end up following through with it, but it was something that I had considered. So when I saw this listing on Kijiji for a job in a massage parlor, I was like, oh shit, like, yo, maybe I can get some, you know, some experience. So when I start school, I already have the experience. It'll be easier for me to get a job when I come out of school. Right? Fuck yeah, I was being proactive. I was being proactive in my thinking. I saw the listing and it was for this place downtown. Now I'll tell you the name of the spot later. So it said basically send them a picture of yourself, send your resume, and they'll get back to you. So I was like, okay, like it didn't click to me like send a picture of myself, like, okay, like whatever. Like, it didn't really click to me the way it would have now that I'm older and I have more sense. But then I'm like, oh, send a picture. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Send a picture, send my resume, whatever. And the guy wanted to meet up with me. So he said the interview will be conducted in this place called, I think, Hodgepodge. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna get the name of the spot. It's right at Victoria Park, just after Victoria Park and Lawrence. I'm gonna get the name of the spot. Hold on. No, Hokey Pokey. Yo, I can't find the name of the place. What the heck? It was in the plaza at Victoria Park and Lawrence. Why do I feel like it was Silly Goose Pub? I don't even know. Whatever. But anyways, I met with this sketchy ass guy in Victoria Park and Lawrence pub. So I get there now, and you know, I walk in, I'm kind of like, okay, how am I gonna know what the fuck this guy looks like? And I guess it was obvious that I was coming there for an interview because, you know, I copied my resume, and you know, I was dressed like I was going to an interview. So this short, like, bald, I said like Italian guy was like, hey, and I'm like, oh, hey, and I walk over to him. So I sit down in front of him, and he basically asked me, you know, again, what my name is, you know, how am I, how old am I, things like that. Asked me why I was looking for a job as a massage therapist. And I said, you know, massage therapy was something I've always considered. I'm actually really good at giving massages, and it was something I was considering in school. So I saw the opportunity, and I thought, you know, why not get this opportunity, or see if I can get this opportunity before I actually go full force with this in school. Said, yeah, you know, cool, not a problem, this is that, I think you'll do very well. Basically, I got the job. So I was like, okay, yay, oh my god, I got the job, not knowing what the fuck the job was. I told this dirtbag that I was thinking of going to massage therapy for school, and this guy was like, yeah, you know, I think you'd do a very good job, I think you'd be good, blah, blah. Like, so I'm thinking, oh my god, like, you know, he's believing in me, blah, 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 cool, whatever. So I think it was like maybe 2 days later, my friend and I actually had an interview. I forgot to tell you about my friend, but let's say her name is Julie. So Julie also had an interview, okay? So when I got back to my boyfriend's house, I'm like, yeah, I got the job this time. He's like, okay, that's good, babe. You know, we're all excited, celebrating and shit. And then my friend, so she was my boyfriend at the time's like right hand. Sorry, she was a right hand with his sister. So she was like, yeah, you know, I did well, so we're gonna go together. Okay, cool, we're gonna start together. So we're like, okay, cool, we're starting with each other. At least we're not by ourselves. So I get the address or whatever, and I make my way to the massage parlor. So we get off at Dundas and we walk like Yonge and Dundas, and we walk up the road to Gerrard, and the place was called Elephant Castle. So if you guys are from Toronto, you guys already know Elephant Castle. It's literally right there, Gerrard and friggin', you know, not Dundas, Gerrard and Yonge Street, yeah. So we go in and we're like, oh, it looks like a freaking restaurant or whatever. But I remember in the instructions, he said go upstairs. So there was these like steep ass stairs when you first walk in, and we were like, okay, cool, it's up here. So we walk up the stairs and we walk in, and then like this, like, I think this like bell went off or whatever. And like one girl was sitting behind, like at the front as a receptionist, and then one girl came out. And immediately when I saw kind of what she was wearing, I was kind of like, the fuck, like, okay. But again, I was just like, hey, be open-minded, like, you never know, it's your first day, da, da, da. So me and my friend, we both looked at each other like, the fuck, because we were like, what the hell is this girl wearing? Like, why are you in your, like, dressed scantily clad? Like, what is this? Yeah, so she comes, she's like, hi, how can I help you? I'm like, yeah, today's our first day, we're supposed to work for like 3 hours or 4 hours or something like that. She's like, oh, okay, you're so-and-so, and you're so-and-so. I'm like, yeah, we're like, we shaking hands, and she's like, okay, follow me. So we're like, okay, whatever. So we're walking behind her, and she's walking, and we're just looking at her like, okay, like, what is this girl wearing? Like, why are you dressed in, like, lingerie? It didn't really click to us what was going on, but we were, like, looking at this girl, like, something doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you in a lingerie, like, coming to the front reception? Like, that's not very professional. So my friend are walking, like, looking at each other, like, looking at the girl behind her, like kind of laughing at her because we're like, okay, like, watch this idiot type thing. So we get to the very, very back, and while we're walking through the hallway, we passed, like, 4 or 5 doors. Very large doors. So I'm looking like, okay, whatever, like the hallway is dark as shit. Like, what the fuck kind of massage parlor is this? Like we were looking around kind of like, But again, we wanted to be open-minded about the situation. Get to the back, they're like, okay, you can put your bags here, and there's like little lockers, and like, okay, this is our little kitchen area, and they had like a little kitchenette. So like it had like a sink, a microwave. What else did it have? I think there was a hot pot. I think there was a hot pot, and then there were these 2 couches, like a 2-seater and a 3-seater and a TV. So like you can chill back there. So like, yeah, you know, it's really slow. We hang out back here. This is that. I'm like, okay, cool. So like, you know, when do we get started? He's like, okay, yeah, guys. So what brings you guys here? Yeah, you know, we're looking for a job. This is that. You know, I got a call back from the owner here, so we're really excited. You know, I've been looking into massage therapy, possibly going into massage therapy for school. They're like, oh, okay. And there's this girl like sitting kind of like on one of the 2-seater. She's sitting on a 2-seater. Yeah, she's sitting on a 2-seater, kind of just like whatever, right? So I'm not really paying her mind, but I saw she looked up at us, but I don't really pay this girl no mind like that, because I'm like, okay, you know, I need to be cool with everybody. Like, I don't know what I'm walking into. I need to survey the area and whatever. So she's like, all right, let's go to the front now. We're gonna teach you guys some stuff. Just, you know, get you guys like acquainted. And then so when we're walking out, they kind of looked at our outfits like what are they wearing? And we noticed it, but we're just kind of like, hey, whatever, like, who knows? I don't know, whatever. We saw that these girls were dressed kind of like, you know, like lingerie and things, but I don't know, it just didn't click to us, because at that time we never knew about these things. We just thought, I don't even know what the hell I thought at the time, but I know for sure I was like, the whole time I was kind of uneasy about the situation. Get to the front, she's like, all right, guys, so do you guys have a change of clothes? We're like, what do you mean a change of clothes? She's like, well, you guys didn't take your pictures yet, right? We're like, picture, what do you mean? Like our pictures, like our pictures for like our ID badge? The girl starts laughing. So we're standing there like, that's so funny, you know, that's so funny. So I'm just like, yeah, no, you need to take pictures to put on the website. We're like, what do you mean? What pictures to put on what website? She's like, okay, come. She comes over to the reception desk. We follow behind her, and then the girl that was sitting there kind of scoots over, and she goes on this website. So I'm pretty sure the website was back paged. I'm pretty sure the website was back page, Because she's on the website, and as soon as she clicks and opens it, I just see like all these like links, and I'm like, the friggin', she'd click one, and it was like a sketch out picture of a girl like pulls off like skin on something, like a description of her. So I'm like a picture like that, we have to take a picture like that. And she's like, yeah, like, you know, so like customers can know who you are, and then people can like request you, or like what do you mean request us? Like, why do we have to dress like that? She's like, you know. And she's like, oh. And we're like, what? She's like, you know, for like the spa. Or like what do you mean, like for the spa? Like, well, okay. We're like, okay, well, I don't have anything to wear to take a picture like that, so like maybe tomorrow or something. She's like, all right, so when you guys come in tomorrow, like, you know, we'll take your pictures, whatever. So like, yeah, okay, we'll take our pictures tomorrow. And she's like, yeah, so this is basically the front. So when the guests come in, they come in through the front here, and then this is the price list. And there was like this big sign at the back, and it said, I think it said like 30-minute massage was like $60, 1 hour massage was like $120, and then there were prices for additional types of massages. And then she goes to me, so that's the base price for like the duration of time, but they add on their own stuff and charge them as such. So I'm kind of sitting there like, well, I don't really know what the fuck this girl means by add-on. Like, the add-ons are on the list. Like, what does she mean add-ons? Like, okay, whatever. So she's like, yeah. We asked her, like, okay, well, like, this is where it starts to click into us. We're like, okay, let's ask her how she likes the job and get more information into her, because some just seems a little off, and we feel really uneasy, and we can't just get up and fucking leave, you know what I mean? So we're like, well, how do you do the job? Like, you know, how do you like the job? You know, what do you do here? You know, she's like, well, I love it. You know, I'm in school right now. I'm currently in school, and I make a lot of money. I make like $1,000. What she said, like some nights, she said some nights she makes like $1,000 a night, but she can make upwards of like $5,000 a week. So we're like, whoa, like you must be really busy. You must have a lot of clients. Like, don't your arms hurt? The girl starts laughing, and then the girl that's sitting at the front was kind of giggling. We're just like, that's so funny. That's so funny. Because it's like, what the fuck is so funny? You know what I'm saying? We're at a massage parlor. Wouldn't your arms be hurt? Like if you're doing hour massages at how much was it? $120 an hour. How many guys do you have to massage for an hour to make $1,000 a night? Or not even just guys, but how many people do you have to massage for an hour to make up to $1,000 a night? Like, your hands don't hurt, and you're in school. Like, you're writing, like typing, writing. So, you know. It's not just they finish fucking laughing, literally laughing their asses off at us. She proceeds to say, well, no, I'm like, it's not like that. Like, I can have a couple good clients and I can make $1,000 for the night. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, they want like a lot of massages or whatever? And she starts laughing again. So she's laughing at us, and we're both like, okay, like, we're fucking tired of people laughing at us. Like, what the hell is so funny? So we're like, what? Like, what? Why do you keep laughing at us? She's like, honey, no. She's like, this is a different type of spa. And we're like, what do you mean a different type of spa? She's like, we do like special services. We're like, special services, like what? So she goes, you know, we'll have some, sorry, let me drink some water because my mouth is just dry. Yeah. So she says it's a special type of spa, and we're kind of like, okay. And she's like, they do special services, and we're like, special services, like what? It's like, it depends what the client wants. So we're like, okay, well, like, what do the clients want? It's like, no, they'll come in for their massage, they'll select their base package. Like, yeah, she's like, we'll bring them into one of the rooms, whatever room they choose based on what they're looking for. We're like, okay. She's like, some clients, it just depends how they're feeling. Some just want to talk while you massage them. We're like, okay. And she's like, and then some might just want you to, like, you know, step on their balls. We're like, what? She's like, yeah, some of my clients want us to, like, for example, I had a client the other day. He wanted me to just step on his balls with my heels. I was like, in my head, that's what I did, but I couldn't show that reaction because they'd be like, okay, like, are these girls fucking stupid? Like, are they naive? Which we were, because we really didn't know. So we're like, oh my god, wow, that sounds so painful. She's like, yeah, they pay me a lot. I love it here. You know, I go to school right there, make a lot of money. I love it here. Like, I just do what I want. As she said that, a guy walks in. So we're like, so a guy walks in, he comes in, and they're like, hi, how are you? What can we do for you today? And the guy's like, looks at her and he looks at the thing and he's just like, is anyone free right now? She's like, yeah, who do you like? You know, who would you like? She's like, these are two of our newest girls. And we're like, and then she tells him our name. We're like, we're like, and he's like, looks at us like, okay, like he's not really feeling the black girl. So he looks over at her and she's like South Asian or whatever. So she's like, he looks over at her and he's like, you know, well, I mean, I don't mind. Like, are you free? She's like, yeah, I'm good, whatever. So he's like, you know, I want to start with an hour. She's like, okay, cool. So she's like, I'll talk to you guys later. We're like, all right, cool. She's like, if you guys want, you can go in the back. So we walk ahead of them. We go back to the back room now. We're like sitting in the back room like, what the fuck, yo, what the fuck? Where the hell are we? What is this shit? So the girl that was sitting in the back now, I guess it's her shift is over. So she pack up her things and then she leaves. So it's just us in the back room and we're like, yo, what the fuck? And I remember I messaged my boyfriend at the time. I'm like, yo, watch when I get to the fucking house. You're gonna be like, what? So whatever now. So we go back. So no, we're in the back. So we're like, yo, let's peek in the room and see what they're doing. Like, because we don't know what it is. Like, we don't really understand fully what this shit is. Yo, let's peek in. Let's see if we can like peek through the hole and see what they're doing. So we went to the front. So we went back to the front and then we looked in there and the girl's like, oh, what are you guys doing? You guys need help with anything? We're like, oh no, we're fine. She's like, all right, cool. So as you walk back, we're start peeking through all the holes in the doors. There's like 5 doors because we want to find out which room she's in so we can peek and see what she's doing. So she's in like the second room, and the second room had like this big ass stand-up shower. Then there's a huge tub. Then there's a bed and this huge space. Then there's candles and fucking shit. Yo, we were like, what the fuck? So I'm looking, what the fuck? She's like, yo, move. Friend moves me. She's looking. She's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, yo, I'm like, move. So we're like both looking, right? So we're looking, and we can't be too obvious because remember, the girl's at the front. We don't know when she's gonna walk past and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? So we're like peeking, taking turns peeking, and we'd run to the back room. We come back out, peek, run to the back room. And every time we went to the back room, we're just like, yo, what the hell? I think they're doing stuff. Like, I think they're doing stuff. Last time we come back now, we see her like climb on top of the guy on the bed. So we're like, so we run to the back now. We're like, okay, how are we gonna get out of this? Like, we can't just get up and leave. We're gonna look stupid. Yo, let's just pray no one else comes in, no one asks for us, because yo, on God, I ain't touching nobody. This is not what I signed up for, whatever. Like, yo, that guy's fucked. I told this guy I was gonna go to school for massage therapy, and he damn well knew what the hell he was getting us in. So we're just sitting there like, yo, like just talking, like we're just frantic because it's like, what in the world? And we just felt so uncomfortable and so awkward that we just didn't know how to get out of the situation. Present day TV show wouldn't have been in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? I would not be in a situation like that. And if I was put in a situation like that unknowingly, I'd be like, okay, first of all, I'm out of here. Bye. So we're sitting there like shit. So by that time now we're there for like 2 hours. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So the girl at the front comes to the back now and she's like, all right, well, I mean, it's really slow today. If you guys want, you guys can go home. Like, you don't have to stay for the rest of the day. But when you guys come back tomorrow, we'll take your pictures, you know, get your profile set up, stuff like that. We're like, okay, all right. She's like, all right, you guys can get your stuff. You guys can go. We're like, okay, thank you. Packed up our stuff, like, okay, like, packed up our little bag, like, you know, our little lunch bag and stuff like, We were walking through the hallway and the girl's walking ahead of us. So she hits the corner to go into like the lobby area before us. So we're walking and we're like, look in the mirror again and like, yo, they were in there like legit having sex in this room. I'm like, so we keep walking, we're like, so we walk into the front, we're like, okay, bye, see you guys tomorrow, bye. Walking out, as soon as we hit the door, we're like, yo, we took off down the stairs. Like, we damn near almost fell down the friggin' stairs because of how fast we're running down the flipping stairs. We just wanted to get the fuck out of there. As soon as we got out of Elephant Castle and we got right to Yonge and Gerard, we were like, oh my god, what did we get ourselves into? Oh my god, ah! And people were like walking by looking at us like, what's wrong with these kids? Like, looking at us like, is everything okay? We're like, yeah, like just freaking out, okay? Like, we were on the train going back. Like, I was gonna go back to my boyfriend's house and then she was gonna come over because you remember his sister was her like right hand. Her on the train like, oh my god, like, what the hell? Like, oh my god, like, what if that guy had chose us? Like, oh my god, like, oh my god, this is like, we were just freaking out. So we get back to the house now. My boyfriend was there and I'm like, yo. He's like, what? Like, what's up? How's your first day? We're like, it was like a prostitution place. Like, it wasn't a massage parlor. They were like having sex in there. He's like, what the fuck? Yo, we sat there. We talked about it the whole night. Like, we were so stressed out. We got like beer. We're like drinking. We're like drinking that night. Like, just talking about like stressed out. Yo, I was so embarrassed because I told one of my cousins that I got the job, whatever. And then she called me later on that night and asked me about the job. And I was just like, I couldn't even speak the way I was just so like traumatized by the experience because like, I really thought I was going I got the job to be a massage therapist. I did not know I got a job to work in a spa as like a prostitute, basically. I didn't know that. I did not know that's what it was. So when all that happened, I was just so uneasy, scared, uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say. We didn't know what to do. We just felt like, oh my God, like how do we get out of this situation without looking like stupid or creating a scene or something, you know? That was just nuts. I remember that shit vividly because like we did work there for a day, you know? We worked there for like 2.5 hours. You know, we didn't hit 3 hours because it was dead and our trainer was quite occupied with the client. But it was messed up. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. There'll be more story times on the way. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.